Hey, how's it going, everybody? I wanted to make a quick video. Hopefully it don't take very long. Thanks for watching. I wanted to, what I'm going to do first, I can't speak. First of all, for those that are new to the channel, I always got to do this because there's always new people tuning in. Thanks for tuning in and subscribing. And I'm going to put out a couple of videos today. But this video that I'm going to make now is I'm going to play a snippet of some music. And the artist that I was working with and people I was working with decided to go a different direction. So, which is perfectly fine. That's the great thing about the music industry. You have choices to do, you have freedom of choice to do how you feel that it's going to best benefit you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to play a snippet of music. Then after you hear the snippet of music, I'm going to talk about it for a second. So this music that I'm going to play was going to be a project. Then, like I said, they decided to go a different direction, which is perfectly fine. And I'm going to use the music for different artists, and I'm going to make some changes to it. But the point of the music is to show you that after I let you hear, I'm going to show you what was exactly used to make this song. So without further ado, here it is. For those that want to know, that song, other than the sax that was imported and the guitar, everything was done through this Behringer console, those Behringer interfaces, Cakewalk software, and these racks of gear with those Behringer monitors. And I did everything in this front room. I mixed it, recorded it, did everything right here. So this is what was used. Okay, now that you listen to that, and you heard the song and the track. That track was actually done on Cakewalk software, not Pro Tools. Okay, which proves my point that you can do music in any DAW, whether it's FL Studio, Ableton Live, Studio One, Reaper, Reason, Logic Pro. It just kills me that people think that you can't get this professional sounding product with unless it's Pro Tools. The industry has been blinded, and I'm hopefully trying to break that bond. Even though there are people that use Pro Tools, there's nothing wrong with using Pro Tools. It's just another DAW. But what irks me is when people try to say, well, that's the industry standard, so that's what you must go with, which is absolutely bull. Y'all finished that part. So with that being said, now did you have to use a lot of the gear that I got up in my big studio with this large console and all the racks of gear? No. I used everything was done with Cakewalk. Most of that was done with plugins, and it was ran through my Behringer console. My Behringer console. And all I did was use a few of the, it was running through my Elisa's compressors and all that, and that's mainly from monitored, and I mixed it on, my Behringer True speakers, which is another myth about using Behringer gear. I'm very sarcastic because there are so many people in the industry that laugh at Behringer, and I'm like, just like there was some people that was when I made my SSL Big 6 video, they was like, yeah, you must go get your ears checked. You think your Behringer sound better than that? And okay, y'all heard the track. Just like I made a video talking about what you want to do for love using Behringer gear. So is it Behringer? Is it the gear? Do you have to use an SSL console and Neve consoles and Bob? Do you have to use that? No, that's the point. The most important part of the whole recording process and anything is the front end. The mixing and the master. People that are new to this has been blinded with so many videos talking about great mixing master. There's even mixed with the masters, and you always hear about mixing engineers, whether it's of course everyone knows about Chris Lord-Alge. Chris, they always talk about Chris, or they'll talk about just other mixing engineers, but these guys are also recording engineers. Andrew Sheps is also a recording engineer. So when these guys are mixing, or ladies are mixing music, I'm talking about the professional mixing and recording engineers in the business. They know exactly what they're listening for, because the first thing they're listening for is the front end and how well it's recorded, to see if they can mix it. This is the part that they don't explain to people. Even if you are doing EDM music and you're strictly in the box with VST plugins and virtual software and MIDI and all that, your front end has to be recorded well. Period. It has to be. That's the part that's never talked about. And that's why I'm here to talk about that. You get a great recording, you can get a good mix, which means you can get a good master, which means it'll sound good on the radio, no matter what format. The track that I play for you I listen to it through my phone, I listen to it through my computer speakers in my car. The media's the same. And that's the whole point of mastering, is to make sure that the music sounds good on every format. So that's going to do it for this video. But I just wanted you to understand. And so the next video that I'm going to talk about is how to set up. I've done this video before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Setting up your DAW to work like your studio. Even if you're just doing strictly electronic music, the concept is to think that you want to get the mindset that you're not working just in DAW, but you want to get the mindset that you're working in the studio. Even if you worked in the studio, never been in a recording studio, or if you've never been in a recording studio, the object is to think like you're recording in a recording studio. Because even if it's in your bedroom and you don't have most people don't have nowhere near as much gear as I have. But the object is to show you that you want to think. You want to use your plugins as if they're outboard gear. You want to have that mindset. You want to set up your mixing window as if it's a real console. You want to set up your tracking window as if you are recording to tape. You want to have this mindset when you're in your DAW to make the stuff sound good. And also there's other factors. So what I'm going to do today is I got to straighten up my studio. I got cables and I got trash and I got I ain't gonna say trash, but I got stuff all over the place, and I need to rectify that. So because I got cables, I want to straighten up my cables. I'm still adding more gear. I ordered more cables so I can get some more of my outboard gear plugged up. Because some of my outboard gear isn't plugged up because I had cables. Which is going to be another video. I need to talk about, if you're going to have a studio set up like mine, you need a lot of cables. But almost all commercial studios have a lot of cables. You just don't see them. But other than that, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. And we'll talk about how to make your how to make your music. To end on this note, because I know I was about to end the video, understand that when you listen to that track, that was done on Behringer, and the software was Cakewalk, which is absolutely free. People that are not hip to Cakewalk, they have to understand Cakewalk by BandLab is a complete, full-fledged, high-end editing capable DAW. You had to pay for it. It's just free now. So don't let the people that are new to this understand that Cakewalk is some DAW that's just like maybe like Audacity or something like that, where it is very limited. No, Cakewalk was very, very powerful I was paid for. I've been using Cakewalk since the '90s. It's a very it's a beast of a DAW. It's the same. It's just on the same level of editing capabilities as all the other DAWs out there, such as Logic Pro, Studio One, Pro Tools. I mean, the stuff that you can do in Cakewalk the capability is just like any other powerful DAW out there. The only difference between Cakewalk and the rest of them, it's free. Now, Cakewalk do have, like any other DAW, it does have a few things that needs to be fixed. And I'll talk about that, such as why it doesn't recognize certain MIDI controllers or whatever. But other than that, that's my number one go-to software is Cakewalk. Because working in it is a cakewalk. It's so easy to get going in Cakewalk. But there are other people that, just like with Studio One and everything else, but Cakewalk is crazy what you can do in Cakewalk. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and that's it. Thanks for watching.